This morning, News 5 highlighting the efforts to bridge the gap and serve those who are often overlooked.
1 in 8 people in the United States ages 12 or older has hearing loss in both ears. That's roughly 30 million people. Nearly 11 million people are deaf, according to the National Deaf Center.
Parma Heights is marking a milestone, the city welcoming its first ever community center for the deaf and hard of hearing. Our Mike Holden joins us live with a look inside. And Mike, these are some critical services that they're offering.
Guys, good morning to you, and it's the real deal. I mean, you see the signage right here behind me. The Community Center for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing is officially open to the general public, and when we say it's a milestone, we're not kidding, because there are less than 10 in the entire state of Ohio. This, though, is believed to be one of the only freestanding locations, and the officials behind it say it's really about access, opening doors, and visibility is everything.
This center is so important because there's a large community that does not have access.
With ASL interpreter Jordan Reeser by his side, Tim Skaggs is celebrating a major milestone for the deaf community. It comes in the form of a former bank building, vault still intact and admittedly a work in progress, right here along Pearl Road in Parma Heights.
Sometimes people drive an hour for service, which we feel so grateful that they're willing to come. So we wanted to be kind of in the heart of the community that we serve.
This is now the home of the Community Center for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing, which is affiliated with the Cleveland Hearing and Speech Center. It is the only full-service community center in Northeast Ohio, covering 7 counties and acting as a critical lifeline to those who have often lived in silence and sometimes isolation.
This is a crisis for the deaf community because they need access to early language, to education, to vocational services, and having 8 community centers is simply not enough.
Janelle Vick, CEO and president of the Cleveland Hearing and Speech Center, says it has been an uphill climb for a marginalized, virtually invisible community with few resources and even less funding.
We exist because the state provides minimal funding. Historically, it's been less than $30,000 for the entire state.
She and several others have fought to change that. The state now providing a little more than $500,000 for the deaf. Centers like this have been a godsend for Tim and so many others who were born deaf.
My personal life, I didn't have really any help until I was 17. I thought I was the only deaf person in the entire world. I hadn't met any other deaf individuals.
The facility serves roughly 200 deaf and hard of hearing clients, and they're expecting to double in the near future. The freestanding location sits on 2 bus lines, bringing comfort and lessening intimidation.
This location has helped a lot. To be easily identifiable and easily accessible.
Parma Heights Mayor Marie Gallo champions the project and is flattered they chose Parma Heights.
We're a central location for a lot of their members. We have access here through the RTA bus lines, which played a factor.
It is a place to connect, empower, and grow. They offer a food pantry, video phone chat capabilities, gift donations, and essential support through vocational rehabilitation, case management, and training.
Resume building, interview skills. There's a lot of people who haven't had access to language, and their knowledge of the world is very, very limited.
And if you or someone you know is in need of services, they're encouraging you to come out right here to the Community Center for Deaf and Hard of Hearing right here along Pearl Road, just across the street from City Hall. It is by appointment, but they're opening 5 days a week. And Mike, they say it is so important and so critical to have that visibility and know that you have a community around you. They say they are thrilled to finally have an opportunity, and you can support the mission by donating. Obviously, we mentioned those improvements are underway. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, and it sounds like they picked that location due to accessibility.
Yeah, it's really all about intention. I mean, accessibility is everything. They say the bus lines are critical. This centralized location can accommodate several community members. And they did the research and they say already it proves to be successful. They're thrilled for the future.
A great opportunity there for people that need it. Mike, thanks.